as the leader of the championship. But he starts here in qualifying for Lauri Heinonen, and he's got to go for it. Man, does he know how to throw down.
He certainly does, Dave. Look at this, nice initiation from Heinonen. Gets in the throw nice early, kicks that car right to the edge of the circuit as he puts back bumper to almost to the wall. Nice transition, very collected, very calm, as Lauri Heinonen now lets that car wash down the circuit, then wash back out again, very long on the outside zone as he transitions, gets there early and across the line. That was beautiful from Heinonen.
Great run from Lauri Heinonen, I gotta say.
Top four. So Cherba sits in that top four. He needs a 95.5 to match Calais Roving Power to get himself in that top four. What could he do? Flicks it through. Lauri Heinonen goes for it on the throttle nice and early. Skips that NASCAR V8 supercharged, screaming as he puts the back bumper to the wall. Nice transition from Heinonen. Looks for this outside zone. He's very early to it. He makes it work. He drops the car down. Now flicks it across the circuit. Looks for this outside zone. Back across the circuit he goes. Very wide and across the line.
That's a big run. That's a big one. That's a contender. That is a contender.
I don't know if it was enough.
He's giving it all.
Yeah, and Heidrich wants this. He knows he needs to get some decent points in the bag this season. Heidrich not really made a move, but look at this from Heinonen, absolutely flawless at the moment. And Heidrich stalls up on that transition and allows Heinonen to start driving away. And that is the last thing you can do to this Finnish driver, is give him any room to move. And now he starts to extend that ground and drive across the line.
It's a huge move from Heinonen, as I mentioned, who needed the win here. I mean, if you look across the bracket, he's got to make it work. Get through this foul, put it on Heidrich's door. Heidrich's going to throw a wild entry in here, hoping to throw off Heinonen to the first corner. Let's see what happens on big angle from Heidrich. He goes right to the edge of the circuit, very aggressive from Max Heidrich. Lauri Heinonen waiting to pounce in the background here as he comes through. Much more proximity now from Heinonen as they come through this center section. Heidrich on a great line in the lead though, and Heinonen now with that little bit more proximity. Early transition from Heinonen, that's what Heidrich didn't do. But Heidrich great at the lead, and Heinonen does a great job of putting it on the door.
That was so perfectly executed on that transition from Lauri Heinonen.
Completely divided, because they'll want Lauri Heinonen to beat you, because of the championship, but they don't want to see any Finnish driver go out. Here we go, championship on the line.
Yeah, it is on the line as well, Dave. But look at this from Heinonen, all the way up on that bank, full throttle, no messing around. Juha Ritten optimises on that perfect lead line. A little wobble there from Ritten, and he goes in hard. Oh, and he goes in way hard. He came in so fast to make a dive on Heinonen that there was no way he would slow that down, Dave.
I think he just couldn't hang with the pace Heinonen was coming through that first section. He made a big jump. He knows how good Lauri is. So that's why it's not deemed safe to run. Fair point.
And there we go. And look, it proves our basis, because earlier on we were getting information from people all over the circuit, and you know, we thought James Dean had done a drive shaft or a prompt shaft, and it wasn't. It was a piece of rubber that took a belt off to shut the car down. But there we go. Lauri Heinonen, very calculated, very clever, not doing too much, just doing enough there. And he'll be happy with that. And you know what?
Happened before to these two right now.
It means the world, and it means more to Lauri Heinonen right now. But Jack will know that if Connor's in contention, he can stop Heinonen and get Connor further up. They fire in. Look at the initiation from Lauri Heinonen. Jack deals with it as he fires on more angle. Heinonen buried into the wall, absolutely ripping through the circuit. Is Lauri Heinonen. Jack doesn't have an answer right now, but now he starts to climb down, starts to climb onto the door. And that S13 as they fire through. This is so fast across the line.
I think after the first run, I would say advantage Heinonen. Let's see where we go here.
Well, he's got the pace. Can he deal with Jack Shanahan right now? They're coming down. A big flick in from Shanahan. Keeps it controlled, though. Now looks for the outside zone. Heinenen's in the smoke. We can't even see him. He's that close. Fires it across the circuit. Heinonen needs to apply a little pressure here. Starts to turn the screw a little, and he needs to get something up on Jack as he fires on the transition. Can he get off onto the door across the line? He can, but the lead line from Jack wasn't the cleanest.
To the final, he's going to be primed and ready for Poland in a few weeks. But Piscotty, well, he could spoil the party and start another here tonight. Here we go.
Yeah, through the gears, down through the chicane they come. Look at Piscotty onto the back bumper already. Heinonen throws in that big flamboyant initiation, and it works for him once again. Piscotty deals with it, creeps up the inside. Piscotty knows what Lauri Heinenen's all about. And look at Piscotty onto the front wheel for contact. And Piscotty has to shut it down. Heinonen continues to run. Piscotty gets back into it, but Piscotty made his own mistake.
He did. He went to.
There we go. We get the green light, ready to rock and roll. Piscotty to lead out Heinonen for the spot in the first and second playoff. The fire in, absolutely incredible. Piscotty drops way down though. Can he get the outside zone? Of course he can. He knows his track like the back of his hand. Flicks it across the circuit. Heinonen on him though, as Piscotty goes deep into the wall. Beautiful lead line so far from Kevin Piscotty as he starts to pull away from Heinonen. Heinonen not doing too much right now, as he knows he's almost got this one in the bag.
I'd tell you what, Lauri Heinonen, he didn't even need to push. Is this his day? Is this his night? Can he get the job done? Heinonen in the lead as the higher qualifier, Kvia in the chase, and here we go.
Through the gears, down, no messing around. Big opposite flick from Lauri Heinonen, and Kvia deals with it. Look at Kvia glued to the door of the other S13 as they fire across the circuit. Kvia now waits for the transition. Heinonen gets himself into the wall. So does Kvia. No messing around though. Back out of it again as they go deep. And Kvia goes for an early transition. Up onto the door he goes as Heinonen drags him across the line.
Oh, it's knife edge. Knife edge from Kvia. I thought he was going in the wall. He almost did what Kevin Piscotti did and go in the wall. Kvia can get the job done here. He's got to put it on the door for Finland, and he's got to put it on top step of the championship. Here we go.
Yeah, look at this. Nice initiation. Heinonen goes late on the initiation. Gets that car set up, but Kvia's already up and gone. Flicks that car from left to right. Heinonen, a big throttle. Dabs on the foot brake. Now looks for the side of Kvia, and I don't think he's had that much proximity before. As Kvia now starts to drive away. Kvia almost gets taken out by Heinonen. He's glued to the door.
Forget about it. That transition from Heinonen, forget about it. That's absolutely insane. He almost threw the car, the championship, and the whole kit and caboodle out the window there. I'll tell you what, if he hits him there, that's the 2 cars written off.
Written off.
My goodness.